So I tried a different way of reading oracles, and 3 popped out by themselves, so I decided to read all 3. I think the message for you today is this. If you are stuck in some sort of experience, or you're stuck in some sort of rut, you don't know which way to go, going outside, spending time in nature, letting yourself meditate in nature, really soaking in your environment and being present, not thinking, letting your mind kind of let go for a second before you start trying to make decisions. Sometimes when you force a decision to be made, it's stressful because it just doesn't feel right. You're forcing it. Nothing should be forced. So we have 3 cards that popped out. We have the fresh air and flowers, which is basically saying to spend time in the beauty of the outdoors. The vitamin D is one of the most important things that we all need for so many reasons, physically and emotionally. And we're all pretty much deficient in it because we spend most of our days inside. So it's time to get outside, even if it's rainy. Have a nice day outside in the rain. Take an umbrella and just act like a kid. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to hide just because there's weather happening. I mean, be safe, but if it's just drizzling and you're like, I want to go outside and get fresh air, just go. Who cares? And then we have pollination. Pay attention to new thoughts and ideas, as they're seeds that will soon blossom into fulfilling opportunities and projects. So I think while you're outside and you're giving yourself that time to meditating outside, I mean, what's better than that, really? Spend time alone or with a friend that can give you space to think, or is a good person to bounce ideas off of openly, someone that's trustworthy, someone that's just really good at, talking about things like that, or just spend time with yourself. Give yourself the time and space to meditate. When you meditate, I think new ideas will start popping up naturally, because the 3rd card is natural instincts, which is that basically says you know which way to fly already. Your natural instincts will start to surface when you give yourself the space. It's kind of like, I just pictured a person, like picture yourself as like a soda can or some sort of can with a top on it. Once you unscrew your top and let, your mind open up, new things will come to you. It's kind of just like letting your rational mind go for a second. And that's what meditation is just giving yourself the space and the time to just let your emotions, your thoughts go over what they need to. It's kind of like a replay, of whatever you need to replay, and then not having a direct goal in mind with meditation. It's not like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to force myself to not think and I'm going to do it for 10 minutes. It's not like that. It's, you're forcing yourself to, it's more about defragging your mind, defragmentation. There's so many things happening in our world today. Even just our access to social media can give you ADD, because there's just too much stimuli all the time. You have to give yourself time to reset. And what better way to do that than in nature? So it's time to spend more time outdoors. Get your vitamin D. Get some fresh air. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, it's doable, Park further away from where you need to go, so you just walk an extra 5 minutes outside. There's little things that you can do that don't take much to change, and it will really help your well-being on so many levels. And if you're trying to find an answer to something, it's saying to just let yourself kind of relax. And once you have that relaxation and that space, and you kind of let your nervous system reset outside, take some deep breaths, then you can give yourself time to think and ponder if you need to come up with some sort of thing. During that time, when you're in a relaxed state, you'll have better ideas. Maybe a new idea comes to you and it will help you on your way forward, wherever you need to go, whatever you're trying to struggle figuring out at this time. And it's basically saying your natural instincts, your inner guidance already knows where you want to go. And once you give yourself, the option to actually listen to yourself, and just take the plunge into whatever you want to do, it will help you go forward knowing that you're on the right path, that you're on your own path, your own unique path. And your inner soul and your inner guidance gets cut off, by so many outside influences. You just need to give yourself time and space to really check in with yourself on what you want and what you need and what you need to do next. And eventually an ideal will surface. You have to give yourself time to do that. And that's what I see with these 3 cards. I hope this helps you today, and that's it.